Sex used to be the ultimate reward. Sex used to be the ultimate reward. Let me go ahead and play this clip.
Erectile dysfunction epidemic. If you watch 85 South Show, for instance, you'll see they're always advertising something called Blue Chew.
Yeah.
That's Cialis, basically.
Yeah.
And it's Cialis for young dudes. Back in like high school, middle school, even a little bit of college, if I saw a side boob, I was rocked up.
Oh yeah.
But nowadays, women wearing lingerie, see-through with Tim's
They
on
put
to
it
the
all
club.
out in
So
the
we're
open, yeah.
desensitized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you combine that with social media. You combine that with Pornhub and RedTube and XTube and all the other ones where it's so accessible. Back then, you had to work.
Yeah.
You had to stay up to a certain time.
Yeah.
Wait till a certain part of the month for the free trial. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not even
But
gonna-
now it's
right
Twitter.
there.
I think it's part of the reason why the young dudes are failing. Sex used to be like the ultimate reward. Like you used to have to do X to do Z to do I gotta get a job so I could make money, so I could buy these shoes or these clothes, or I could take her here so I can get sex. But now if you can cut out all that stuff, I don't have to do nothing.
You gotta do none of that. Quick access.
Shoot, back then you had to go with an adult to Blockbuster.
the back part
You know what I'm saying?
of
Black part of you had to go, but now it's so accessible. And the unfortunate part is like these young dudes, they don't have any motivation.
Oh no,
Like motivation used to
done.
exactly, but now like everything is at your fingertips. So what's the point?
I don't know how to fix that.
All right, shout out to my guy Alan on that one, man. Appreciate you, sir. Sex used to be the ultimate reward. I'm gonna go to you, Sierra. Then we're gonna go to Miss Nicole.
I agree with that. Social media and the easy access to see body parts, porn, whatever it is so accessible now that it does desensitize you. I also want to add that it makes you believe that it's supposed to be experienced a certain way. So we're not experiencing sex the same way because we have an expectation on it as to what it should look and feel like. So we are very desensitized. Everything is too accessible. And I agree, the men don't have to work as hard to get any of it anymore because you just need a lit profile and a DM message, right? And it's a hookup, as opposed to like they were saying back in the day, it was a little harder. You had to wait to see her. You had to call her. We didn't have cell phones. So the anticipation was something that we look forward to where the men were more motivated. But nowadays it's like, just a click and a DM and we here. So I agree with that. So totally desensitized, and it takes away from us experiencing true intimacy too.
All right, we're gonna go to Nicole, then Casey.
Well, I think I just finished Jada Pinkett Smith's book. I can't get those hours back. I did finish her book. She did say that she started engaging in sexual activity at a very, very young age. And I think she's not the only one. A lot of Black women started like really, really early. What that does is it desensitizes us to the importance of the sexual connection. And what the boys, they see their moms doing in and everything, talking all kinds of crazy in front of him. The things that these boys are exposed to, it's not just the girl. The boys are exposed to so much, older women passing at them, the teasing if he didn't get anything. You have women who, I said on my YouTube channel the other day, back in the day, we used to care about our image, right? We literally used to care, but now you have celebrities who literally say, and I was on a Clubhouse stage with one celebrity, her last name was Rose, who literally said, I use the bathroom in front of my son. Eek. So, I mean, we live in a day. I'm sorry, what'd you say? Yeah, so we're living in a day and time where kids are just not getting the childhood where the parents are supposed to filter that information as they get it so that they understand it and really grasp the gravity and the importance of a sexual connection. Intimacy is no more. And then these are the same women who don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, you look like you should be walking a track. Like, are you serious? Like, I don't get it. Like, some of the stuff that a lot of women wear look like. Remember in the movie Pretty Woman, we thought that was racy when that came out in the beginning of the 90s. Now women wear that every day. They wear that to work. And we're like, and so these are the women that want these fancy dates and they want the level up and they want the luxury. And I'm like, that doesn't match up. And the men are like, well, I can't tell a good girl from a bad girl. I can't, they all look alike. And sometimes I'm inclined to believe them. And we just have done our children a disservice because they didn't really get to grow into that. The little boys are seeing little magazines laid out around. They have phones and iPads at young ages. So, and they're not, firewalled or anything. So they just go and they see so much. TV is just any TV show. Like I had to download Pure Flix and I'm in my 40s to desensitize. I'm watching the show and boom, 2 men doing, I'm like, wait, hold up. I was like, whoa, this is a regular TV show. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I need some Christian TV to decent. I'm like, this is too much for me. And so I can just imagine the babies. And I don't know, I'm Generation X, and we had to go to bed at a certain time. Showtime, what was that? Showtime or Cinemax, real late on the weekends. We had to sneak and watch that stuff. Benny Hill was like real racy, and I'm like dating myself there. Benny Hill, what was that, Video After Dark or something, where they played the videos late at night. That's, we had to sneak and see stuff like that. Now it's just, that's commonplace, child. I mean, the rappers and the singers, they go on stage with their cheeks showing, and this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. So yeah, sex doesn't mean anything. And I say people should just be honest and ladies, just tell them your price. And fellas, if you want to pay it, pay it. Because that's where we're going. That it needs to bottom out. Just everybody just be honest. Just stop talking about a date and stop talking about you want marriage, because you don't. You just want to get laid. And stop talking about you want to be a wife and you want to just stop. Just be honest and just state your price and just be honest and let it fall out. And then once it
will
falls
pay it.
Fails, it's going to fail.
Men will pay
it. What you say?
I said men will pay it. If women literally just did that,
they already do.
Hello, somebody
just
said they already
paid.
I'm saying be honest and just come on out with it. Ladies, stop asking for dates. Just Jay, look, this is what it is. These are my bills. Pick one, pay it. And he goes, okay, that's the deal. That's what it is. Stop looking for the girlfriend, boyfriend experience, because we're kidding each other. And what it'll do is it'll bottom out, and then people will return more back to family. But it's got to bottom out and it's got to fail. And then once they do that, then they'll go back to, oh, marriage is a good idea. But until then, sex is it's so common. Like people are just going to the club. Funky Deneva had a video the other day talking about he was in Miami club and the girls were walking around selling in the club.
Oh, hell yeah.